Someone has to be the one to tell you this. You are not going to be ready for the silence you are going to experience when you retire. The one that shows up in a few months. It's Tuesday, 2 p.m. The phone hasn't buzzed in 3 days. And then comes the thought that really stings. Was anyone really there? Or was everyone just nice, just because you had to be in that meeting together? Here's what I've learned from retirees who've walked through this. Work gave you something called social camouflage. It looked like connection, it felt like community, but for a lot of people, it was really just proximity. Retirement didn't make you lonely, it just turned off all the noise around you so you could finally see what was already underneath. And that's not a crisis, it's clarity. Let me explain. When you're working, your social life is basically handled for you. You don't have to plan it, you don't have to initiate it, you don't have to be interesting. You just show up and people are there. They're in your building every single day for 40 years. The break room, the hallway hellos, the how was your weekend ritual, the team meeting where you actually kind of connected with Susan from accounting, the happy hour you didn't really want to go to, but you went anyway, and you ended up having a decent time. It's not deep. Most of it isn't even real connection, but it is human contact. It's faces, it's voices, it's people knowing your name. Everyone was playing the same role in the office. There was no malice or agenda. It is just what everyone does in the office environment. And here's the thing about noise. You don't notice it while it's here, you only notice when it stops. If you are struggling with the loss of friendship or any other emotional stress since you retired, make sure to stick around to the end of the video for an extremely helpful tool that you can start using today. All right, so let me give you a specific example of what I'm talking about. A guy I know retired after 42 years in engineering, same company the whole time, big farewell party, the works. About 3 months into retirement, I asked him, how was it going? And he said, and I think I'm quoting him pretty close to what he said. He said, it's great, love the freedom, but I keep checking my phone. And I finally realized I'm not checking it because I'm expecting something. I'm checking it because I'm hoping there's something. There it is. That's the moment. The phone isn't broken. The phone is honest. And honesty right at first can feel a lot like abandonment. So you retire. First few weeks, fantastic. You sleep in, you tackle the garage, your spouse is thrilled you're finally fixing that thing that's been broken since 2019. Then month 2 and month 3 rolls around, and you start to feel something you can't quite name. It's not sadness, exactly. It's not depression. It's this strange hollow sensation like you walked out of a loud concert and now there's ringing in your ears. But the ringing isn't in your ears, it's in your life. And here's where it gets weird, because in the concert, you weren't even enjoying the band. You actually complained about the band repeatedly to anyone who could listen or could actually hear you for years. But now the music stopped. You kind of missed the noise, which tells you something important. You didn't actually want the band. You just didn't want to be alone in the room. And that realization, if you let it land, it changes things, because it means the loneliness isn't new. It was always there. Work was just drowning it out. So let's dig into this idea. Let's dig into this idea of social camouflage, because now that you've heard it, I don't think you can unhear it. Here's why this happens. And I want you to really sit with this. I mean, really sit with this for a while, because it explains about 40 years of your life. So it might be worth a few minutes. The human brain takes shortcuts. One of the biggest shortcuts it takes is mistaking familiarity for connection. If I see you every day, my brain files that under relationship. It doesn't stop to ask whether we've ever had a real conversation, whether I know what actually matters to you, whether you'd show up if things got hard. The brain just goes, familiar face, daily exposure, must be connection. That shortcut works fine when you're 8 years old and your friends are whoever lives on your street, but it's a terrible way to build an adult life, and work exploits it perfectly. You can be in meetings for 30 years with the same 12 people over and over and over again and never know a single thing about what keeps them up at night. You can share a cubicle wall with someone for a decade and never hear their actual story. You can have 500 LinkedIn connections and not one person, not a single one of those people that you'd feel comfortable calling if you were scared about something at 2 a.m. That's the camouflage. It looks like connection, it feels like community, but it's really just proximity dressed up in a lanyard. And here's my main point. Come back to me if you're multitasking. This is important, and I need you to hear this loud and clear. Retirement, okay, again, pay attention. Retirement doesn't create loneliness. It just strips the camouflage off. The loneliness was already there, hiding in plain sight, underneath the meetings and the hallway hellos and the let's circle back on that. Did you hear that? Doesn't it make sense when you think about it? Doesn't it? Think about it just for a second. Let me give you an image that's helped me make sense of this. Imagine you're walking through a dense forest, kind of like me right now, and it's loud in there. Birds, branches snapping, wind in the leaves, animals moving around you constantly. You can't see more than 10 feet in any direction because there are trees everywhere. You're never alone. There's always movement, always sound, always something happening nearby. That's your career. 40 years of constant motion, people everywhere. Something was always demanding attention. You couldn't see the actual landscape because the forest was too thick. You couldn't tell which path was yours and which path someone else chose for you. So you just kept walking because everyone else was walking and it felt like the direction to go. Then one day you step into a clearing and the first thing you feel isn't peace, it's exposure. And guess what? It's uncomfortable because in the clearing, you can finally see where you actually are. And more importantly, you can see who's actually standing next to you. And here's the honest truth that nobody at your retirement party was going to tell you. For a lot of people, the clearing is a lot more empty than anyone ever expects. Not because anyone left, not because a lot of those people in the forest, they weren't actually walking with you, they were just walking in the same general direction, but because the company puts you on the same trail, which when you really sit with it is actually useful information. Painful, but useful. The clearing didn't take anyone away from you. It just showed you who was already gone or never there. And here's what else the clearing gives you that the forest never could. It gave you a view. For the first time in decades, you can actually see the landscape of your life. You can see which relationships were real and which ones were just the trail. You can see where you want to go next, not where the company path was heading, but where you actually want to go. That, my friends, is not loneliness. That's liberation wearing an uncomfortable coat. So what do you actually do with this? You're standing in the clearing. You've looked around. Maybe it's a little emptier than you'd like. Now what? This is where most people make the wrong move. They panic. They run back towards the noise. They say yes to every committee, every board, every volunteer gig, every coffee invitation. Not because they actually want any of it, but because they're trying to fill the clearing back up with trees. That's not building connection. That's planting camouflage. Real connection in retirement doesn't happen by accident. And that's the thing work never taught you, because work handled it for you. Work was the accident. Work put the people there. You didn't have to do anything. So now, now that you're retired, you do. And here are 3 questions worth asking yourself, not rhetorically, actually asking yourself. I really want you to sit with these. Number 1, who in my life would I call at 2 a.m. if something was really wrong? And do they know that? Because here's what's interesting. A lot of people have someone like that. They just haven't talked to that person in 6 months because they were too busy with people who just happen to be in the same building. Reconnect with them. They probably already know they're your person because of all the years you've had together. Make sure they also know They're your priority now. Number two, reach out to people. Am I reaching out to be interesting or to be interested? This one's sneaky. A lot of us spent 40 years selling ourselves in meetings, in performance reviews, in network events, always projecting competence, always showing up as the capable one. Real connection doesn't need any of that. It needs curiosity. It needs you to ask the second question, not just deliver the first answer. And number three is, am I willing to be the one who initiates? Because the phone works both ways. It always has. You just never had to pick it up before. Work dialed it for you. Now you're the one holding the phone. And yes, that's vulnerable. Yes, sometimes people won't call back. But here's the thing. The people who do call you back, those are your actual people. And you don't find them by waiting. The clearing isn't a punishment. It's an opportunity. For the first time in 40 years, you get to choose who's in your life, not because they sit in the cubicle next to you, not because they're on the same project, not because the company puts you together. You get to build connection on purpose. And that's not lonelier, that's more real. So when that silence shows up, and oh, it will, don't panic. Don't interpret it as damage. Don't tell yourself something's wrong with you. The silence isn't the problem. The silence is just the clearing. And the clearing isn't empty, it's honest. Some of the people you thought were in your life will turn out to be in your life, and some won't. And most of them won't. Sorry to be that guy. That's not a loss, that's clarity. And clarity is a gift, even when it stings a little on arrival. And here's what I want you to remember. You didn't break anything by retiring. You didn't lose people. In actuality, they were never really your friends. What you did was step out of the forest, the noise, the camouflage, the proximity dressed up as connection, and into a place where you can actually see. And what you see might surprise you. There might be fewer people than you expected, but the ones who are there, they're real and they're yours. And that's worth more than 1,000 hallway hellos. The old question was, why am I so lonely now? The real question, the one worth asking is, who is I actually here all along? And oh, it's okay, buddy. And who is actually here all along? And I was just too busy to see them, because retirement doesn't create loneliness. I'm making a friend here. It turns off the noise so you can finally hear who's been standing next to you the whole time. Now, about that free retirement guide. If this sounds like you, put the word roadmap in the comments below, and I'll send you a free helpful guide as you go through this major life transition. All right, I'm gonna go play with my new dog friend. Talk soon, take care. See you on the trail.